Welcome guys. Today we'll be doing simultaneous equations solving using substitution method. Now before I begin, just remember there's a previous video on elimination method, so you can view this before viewing this other method. So substitution method is where we make x or y the subject of an equation, then we substitute it in another equation, then we group like terms and solve for the unknown. So this example we have 3x minus 2y equal 1, and we have 4x minus y equal 8. So let me assign the first equation to be equation 1 and the second equation to be equation 2. Now for equation 2, I am going to make y the subject. So that means I have to do a little rearrangement for equation 2. So I'll be carrying the minus y over the equal sign and the 8 over the equal sign. So in other words, carry the 8 over the equal sign and the minus y over the equal sign. So following the arrows, we'll have 4x, positive 8 becomes negative 8, and the negative y becomes a positive y. So this is now equation 3. So what this is saying is that for equation 1, wherever I see y, I will be substituting 4x minus a in the place where I have y. So substituting equation 3 into equation 1. So what I'll write my 3x, and then this y, I am going to replace it with the 4x minus 8. So it means what I'll have here is 3x minus 2, replacing the y, so we have 4x minus 8. Then close the bracket, equal 1. Now the next step is to simplify, so I'm going to multiply minus 2 times positive 4x, that gives us negative 8x, then negative 2 times negative 8, that gives us positive 16 equal 1. Now I'm going to carry the 16 over the equal sign because now I'm grouping like terms. So we have 3x minus 8x is equal to minus 16 plus 1. So 3x minus 8x, that's minus 5x, and minus 16 plus 1, that's negative 15. We're making x stand alone, so we divide both sides by negative 5. So this is reduced to give us 3. Now x is equal to 3, so we are going to substitute either in equation 1, 2, or 3, but I'm going to use equation 3 since I've already have y to be the subject in equation 3. So replacing the x in this equation, in the equation y equal 4x minus 8. So let me go ahead and replace x to be 3. So we have 4 times 3 minus 8. And we know that 4 threes 12 minus 8. So y is equal to 4. So x is 3 and y is 4. And that is it. Now let us look at this next example where we're going to use substitution method to solve this equation. So here we have the first one, we'll assign it to be equation 1, while the second equation will be equation 2. For the second equation, I'm going to make x the subject. This is due to the fact that x has the coefficient of 1, so it's easier to make the subject. So carry the 5y over the equal sign, so it becomes minus 5y. So this is now our new equation, and let's call it equation 3. So this equation 3, I'm going to substitute it into equation 1. So for equation 1, I'm going to replace the variable x. So where I have 3x, just the variable x, I'm going to replace with minus 5y. So let me just write this equation, substitute equation 3 into equation 1, where I have minus 5y. Let me have this in a rectangular shape. I'll be replacing it in equation 1, where I have the x. So here you have it, 3 minus 5y in bracket, being replaced in the x, plus y equal 7. Now simplifying what I have, 3 times negative 5y, that's negative 15y, plus y equal 7. Then negative 15y plus y, that gives us negative 14y equals 7. Now I'm solving for an unknown, so to get rid of the coefficient, I need to divide both sides by negative 14, and the negative 14 on the left hand side cancel. So what we have is y is equal to, now this is negative a half, but some persons like to write the decimal, so they'll have negative 0.5. Now we're not through. We need to now find out what is x. We could use equation 1, equation 2, or equation 3 to find out what is x, but I'm using equation 3. So I'm going to replace y to be negative a half. So it'll be negative 5 times negative a half. And when you multiply this, your answer will be positive 5 over 2. Now, you could have the decimal. Don't forget you could have the decimal, but I've decided to use fractions. So x is 5 over 2 and y is negative a half. And that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and continue to watch my videos.